sitting comfortably. We'll start with pelvic tilt. So your pelvis is a bowl. Imagine it's filled with water, and we softly tilt the pelvis forwards, water runs forwards, and then you softly tilt the pelvis back, the water runs back. I'll turn sideways so that you can see. So there's a tilting of the pelvis forwards, a tilting of the pelvis backwards. We can then take this tilting all the way into the spine, especially focusing on the lower back. So as the pelvis tucks backwards in space, pubic bone tucking under, we allow that flexion of the spine to run all the way up the spine. And then we tilt the pelvis forwards. So the water, imaginary water, runs forwards in space. Now don't overly close the lower back, but now lift the breastbone upwards in space. So you're going to breathe out. The pelvis is going to tilt back, the lower back rounds. You create all of this lovely space in the back of the body, and the front of the body closes. And then the pelvis tilts forwards, bottom turns backwards, the lower back closes slightly, and you lengthen the front of the body up. Doing this one more time. So there's a lovely flexed, rounding, opening stretch of the back of the body, and then this lovely lengthening to the abdomen and the chest at the front of the body, allowing the spine to return back to its centered position. We're going to come into a side stretch. So release your left arm by the side of your body, and you turn the palm up, and you're going to float the arm up in the air. Now don't pull the arm back in space, keep it a little forward so that the arm bone sits comfortably within the shoulder joint, and then you're going to draw the arm across. So you're going to try and keep both sides of the body nice and open. You're going to lengthen through this left side of the body as you breathe in. And then as you breathe out, you just soften. There's a sense of reaching with the fingertips as you breathe in. And then you just soften, but you keep the length still. You might want to think about pressing down softly with the left foot, reaching up with the left ear as you reach the fingertips away on the inhale, and then release the pressing of the foot, release the reaching of the fingers. So it's an active inhalation to lengthen, and this passive exhale. Taking that to the other side, sweeping that arm down, releasing that other arm up. I'm going to move backwards so that you can see my fingertips just in camera shot. So you're going to softly press down through the right foot, reaching up with the right fingers, but keep that shoulder down, keep the arm bone soft in the joint, reaching up now with the right ear also. And then there's just a softening. So it's an inhale, reach, creating length through the right side of the body, but not curling and collapsing into that left side either. So we want to be nice and long, more active, reaching on the inhalation and allowing the body to soften, but not collapse on the exhale. One more time, reaching up and softening, lowering that arm down. We're going to come into a nice spiraling movement now. So you're going to float your left arm up. You're going to come into that lovely side stretch. But this time, you're going to draw the arm in front of the face, down in front of the body, and reach with the fingertips. We're going to come up back into that side bend. Now we're going to add that lovely pelvic tilt and the nod and curl of the spine. So the arm comes across and you're reaching, actively reaching the arm forwards and down, and then you nod and curl the spine. You tuck the pubic bone under. So the pelvic bowl tips backwards in space and you're flexing through the spine and you're reaching with the arm. Breathing in here into the side of the body and into the lower back. And breathing out. I'm going to turn sideways so that you can see that movement. So it's a generous arm circle forwards in front of the face. As you nod and curl, the pelvis tips backwards. So we're really opening in the front of the body. Have a sense of reach through the crown of the head so the head doesn't just loll and collapse, but reach down with the fingers. Breathing into the lower back. Breathing out, lifting up. And swapping sides. So that right arm comes up, and now we can link both movements. Nod and curl of the head, pubic bone tucks under, the arm draws down. So the arm draws the shoulder blade draws the spine around into a rotation. Remember, a lovely inhalation here to the side of the body, the back of the body, before you come up. So you might want to breathe in and breathe out, nod and curl the spine. Pause to breathe in here. Breathing out, coming back up. And then you start that again. Inhale to side body with the reach. Nod, curl on the exhale when you get to the end of range. Pausing to breathe in. And breathing out to come up. Inhale to reach, and then exhale, bringing the arm